Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Reviews. All right, folks, let's talk about one of the strangest cinematic revivals of the year. And I do mean strange. The Naked Gun is back. Yep, the legendary spoof comedy franchise that gave us Leslie Nielsen's bumbling detective Frank Drebin has returned for its fourth installment, almost 3 decades later, and this time is passing the badge to Liam Neeson? I know what you're thinking. Wait, Liam Neeson? The guy from Taken? Do I have a particular set of skills guy? Yeah, that one. He's now Lieutenant Frank Drebin, son of Nielsen's iconic character, trying to solve a murder case to keep the police department from shutting down. The film is directed by Akiva Schaffer, whom you might remember him from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. The film is also co-written by Schaffer, Dan Greger, and Doug Mann. Alongside Neeson, you got Pamela Anderson, Paul Walter Hauser, Kevin Durant, and Danny Houston rounding out the cast. Now, here's the deal. The movie tries to honor the franchise legacy, the slapstick, the wordplay, the deadpan delivery, but humor is a moving target. What was sharp and subversive in the 80s and 90s doesn't always translate perfectly to 2025. Some jokes land, some jokes, well, they crash harder than a Wile E. Coyote gag. Now let's talk performances. Neeson is an interesting choice. He plays Drebin with the same straight face intensity he brought to Taken, and weirdly, that's what makes some of the gags work. The commitment is there, but other times you feel the tension between Neeson's natural stoicism and the franchise's need for total chaotic silliness. Now, the supporting cast fares better. Paul Walter Hauser is stealing scenes like they're his sides. Kevin Durant and Houston make goofy but fun villains. And Pamela Anderson, now this is a surprise. She pokes fun at her own image and has genuine chemistry with Neeson. In fact, here's an unexpected footnote. The chemistry reportedly spilled off the screen. Yep, Neeson and Anderson actually started dating after the film wrapped. At least someone got a happy ending out of this movie. But here's the thing. The original Naked Gun films had the magic of Zucker Abrams Zucker, better known as ZAZ, the team that created the manic and anything goes energy. They're not involved here, and you can feel it. The film leans on callbacks and cameos, some fun, some lazy, instead of building enough fresh material to stand on its own. There are moments of brilliance, a courtroom scene that feels like vintage Naked Gun, a reoccurring police tech gag that got an honest laugh out of me, and a few visual jokes that nail the absurd tone. But the movie also has long stretches where the comedy feels strained. Bottom line, Naked Gun is a mixed bag. It's nostalgic, uneven, and not quite the home run longtime fans had hoped for. For newcomers, it might feel like an artifact from another era, and not always in a good way. The Naked Gun isn't exactly a bust, but let's just say it's not arresting cinema either. I gave this film a C minus. All right, that's my take on the Naked Gun. What do you think? Did Liam Neeson fill those iconic shoes, or did this franchise trip over its own banana peel? Drop your thoughts in the comments or hit me up on socials. You know where to find me. And as always, keep it real. The Naked Gun is in theaters August the 1st, 2025. Until next week, peace. We'll see you on the other side.